Hello, amazing women. Welcome to our masterclass today. I am beyond excited to have you here. I hope you can hear me well and see me okay. And please make any questions. Feel free to do anything in the comments. And before we start, I want to just say that Happy New Year. Thank you for giving me your time today. And I want to start with a couple of reflection questions. The first one I have for you, Future Fit Leader, is: does AI overwhelm you or does it amplify you? Because this is what the difference is that gets us from surviving to thriving. Please let me know in the comments. Now, another question I have for you is: are you leading and living from exhaustion or from a place of fulfillment? Help me to answer that question as well in the comments. Now, last but not least, is your success and the way you operate today sustainable? Or are you just burning out? Perfect. Well, I want you to keep those questions in the back of your head because today I'm gonna equip you with the next step for you to find that sustainable success, achieve and develop the skills you need for the future AI leader without burning out, which is going to help you to regain and reclaim from 5 to 10 hours a week. And not only that, to be your authentic best version of yourself. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. Again, please feel free to make any comments or ask any questions. I'm going to just display here in the chat. Oh, Hina, hello, perfect. Fulfillment. Fulfillment is your action. Excellent. Wow. Thank you. Okay, let's keep going then. So the masterclass today, it's called the Future Fit Leadership and Upskilling for the AI Era. This is to prepare women leaders with the skills they need to thrive, not just survive. Okay, so what I wanted to share with you today is an open invitation for you to consider how can you integrate, not only use or have it in the side, but how can you integrate AI today in your day-to-day life and leadership today. I wish that by the end of today, you feel confident and ready to start your path to another you. And for whatever your goals are, either if it's attain work-life balance, seek your next promotion, upskill your leadership skills, prioritize yourself, prioritize your well-being, whatever goal that you have this year, this is going to give you your path to thrive forward. Okay, now I want to share with you as well that I'm going to give you a huge, amazing gift at the end because you are here and were invited to our program launch today. So it's going to be a special gift that I have already grabbed for you. So please stay till the end so you can see what that includes. So what if you could use AI to supercharge your leadership and well-being? Becoming that future fit leader today. What if you could lead and live with emotional intelligence and resilience, even in high pressure situations? What if you could master the art of work-life balance, respect your boundaries, and without guilt? What if you could advance your career and unlock the next level of leadership with AI confidence? Or just simply define success and fulfillment in your own terms, like Hannah mentioned. What if you could achieve that? So my aim today is you walk away with a plan and with the idea that this is possible and achievable. I want to be, of course, very transparent with you. I don't know where you're at. I don't know your skills. I don't know your goals, but everything that I'm going to be sharing today and what I've been sharing in the pre-recorded sessions and all the content and all my guides and everything, all the tools that I share with you, all of them are going to really depend on being successful if you put the effort to achieve the result, right? It takes that effort, it takes persistence, and it takes patience. So in any way, I'm going to promise you, oh, your life is going to change just because you are here, but you need to actually take action. There is a lot of things that you can implement, but whatever you need and whatever you truly embrace and live that change, that is what's going to guide your success. Okay. I get inspired by a lot of women in the world. There are many leadership and like people that I look up to. And I want to start with a quote from Cheryl when she says that we cannot change what we are not aware of. And once we are aware of, we cannot help but change. And I want to congratulate you all today because you are here and because you are already aware that something needs to change. You might not know what, but you are here and you have enrolled to this masterclass and you have been in the pre-training sessions because you know that you want to learn, that you want to thrive, that you want to get out of that survival mode, and that you want to change something. So congratulations for that. I'm going to do a quick recap on some of the learnings and insights that we've been working on for the last 3 pre-recorded sessions. And if you don't have them, please just send me a direct message and I will make them available for you as well, along with the blueprint, because that's like where the magic starts. So burnout is a persistent problem. There was a recent, well, now it's from last year, a study from the University of New South Wales Business School that 70% of women surveyed report feeling and experiencing burnout in the last 12 months. This is in Australia. Globally, it's around 38 and 42% after COVID, and it's just not get better. So women are really, really struggling to find that sustainable success and that career and job satisfaction. We have a unique situation and unique challenges that is very valid to acknowledge, because when you name them, you tame them, right? So some of the key insights about why women burn out are: the first main reason is balancing home and career life. The famous work-life balance, work-life integration, whatever you want to call it, caregiving responsibilities, parenting responsibilities, it's a big load that really, really blocks us for us to achieve that thriving life, and what keeps us at risk and in burnout many, many times. So we have also long working hours. I always call that one first shift finish, then I start the second shift, and then sometimes a third shift. So it is very, very challenging to achieve that, but not impossible. Then we have the situation of office, politics, organization, and challenges, difficult bosses, being underpaid, those stereotypes and gender bias that we face, and unfortunately, workplace bullying. It came in the survey that there is a lot of workplace bullying. And I have, unfortunately, discussed with many women, and they do experience workplace bullying. So that's those are the two top reasons why women experience burnout and why the problem is still there and exists today. Now, in this same survey, which is very interesting, there is this still desire to learn and upskill for the future. And the top skills that women want to learn and develop, number one is communication. Number two is empathy, which is very interesting because we, as just by our gender and our nature, we tend to be more empathetic. Resilience and adaptability, critical thinking, and collaboration. Those are the top skills that women want to learn. And when you really take a glance of what these skills are, it's actually human skills. So even in like this AI, digital, and automation age, it is actually not mentioned. And we do have an overwhelming data and training, free training, pre-training for automation and artificial intelligence. But where women want to put their energy and their upskilling is in those human skills that AI cannot replicate, which is wonderful. And that we as women are able to embrace and practice in a very immediate and different way. So it's interesting to see that this is what women want in general. Now, we are in a stage of a big AI and digital world disruption. This report also frames that artificial intelligence and the AI era that we're living is our next industrial revolution, and it's rapidly changing and transforming the way we live, the way we work, and the way we make business. There are a lot of implications about AI reshaping our work, reshaping roles and expectations, adding urgency to upskilling. And we are still going to have to do that while we keep our challenges. Keep navigating what we already know today. So this, you can imagine, that adds more to the situation that we live. The report as well reflects and concludes that in addition to AI skills and AI fluency and everything that you need, they align with some other studies and research about Harvard Business School and World Economic Forum, where they say that innate human capabilities are more important than the technical manipulation and the technical knowledge. So this should be very encouraging and motivating for you, because if you already know what you want to develop as a leadership skill, let's call it human leadership skills, and what AI and this digital world is giving you, then you can actually conclude that you are in the right path to make sure you develop those skills. Now, another interesting data point that I want to talk about today, and I've shared this in the past and we covered it in the pre-recording training sessions, was that emotional intelligence is one of the top skills that successful leaders have, not only in the past, but in the present, and they are going to be more important in the future. Again, because AI cannot replicate that human empathy and connection, even that there are good conversational AIs, even that there is like still far away from getting that, sense. So when I share that emotional intelligence is very linked to high-performing leaders. Emotional intelligent leaders boost productivity and performance in their teams. They build strong cultures, and they allow to provide that psychological safety environment that people need to thrive in the workplace. No wonder why emotional intelligence is a skill that is very, very important. It will become more critical and essential, not only for your current role, but if you want to, keep progressing. And as a personal experience, I struggle so much with that skill. It took me, of course, 20 years, 20 plus years to, I don't want to say master it, because there is always an opportunity to test it and grow. But it was one of the hardest things that I've ever done. That skill has really taken me a while to develop. So, and very interesting in your survey and in the results and with women I talk frequently is that emotional intelligence is a skill that they want to develop. And not only because they may not have it, but because there is this stereotype and preconceived ideas that women are emotional. So it's kind of like we do really want to demonstrate that we are emotionally intelligent. Now, if you are here today, I want you to stay all the way until the end. If you are open-minded, enthusiastic, and willing to step out of your comfort zone, if you want to pursue your personal growth and improve your work and life, if you want to prioritize a balanced approach and a different way of reaching your goals, and if you seek knowledge and enhancement of your future fit AI leadership, which is wellbeing plus AI skills. And if you are committed, I'm sure you are, because you are already here. And if you are, if this masterclass is not for you, if you just love figuring out everything by yourself, if you are 150, 200% happy with how you are with your life, with your leadership skills, with your work-life balance, if you are just looking for a quick fix and a magic pill, this is not for you, because transformation and change takes time and effort, as I explained at the beginning. And if you don't want to boost your confidence, leadership presence, and fulfillment, and if you are just looking for something that is traditional and any outdated approach, this is not for you, because we are just disruptors in this amazing community of women. So the good news is that if you are all of those things, you are in the right place. And I'm going to share with you, why am I doing this? Because there's a lot of people that ask me, and this masterclass is not about me, but I want to share with you, why am I doing this? And the reality, the truth, the honesty is, with all honesty, is because I've been there. Unfortunately, I've been burned out more than 2 times, and it's horrible. It has taken me a lot. It has cost me a lot, not only financially, but emotionally, physically, my health. And I don't want any other women to experience it. I went through my own transformation, and that's the reason why through that transformation, I found my purpose. And that's the reason why I do this. And I have, of course, transformed my life, discovered this journey, and I have, changed completely. I'm a part of an amazing network of AI leaders in the world, with European leadership and Spanish leadership. I've taken and connected with people around the world when we did the AI fluency sprint with the University of Sydney. I'm a yoga teacher certified. I am part of the Yoga Australia registered teacher. I have written 2 books on AI, wellness, and leadership. And I'm a very, very pro-wellness person. And a very, very successful driver for career, happiness, energy, and fulfillment. I have given so many master classes. I have inspired women around the world. and soon to be, I'm also the Global Wellness Institute ambassador. And I'm very, very happy and excited because I'll be doing a presentation, a speaker opportunity in the Wellness Conference and Expo in Sydney this year in March, in International Women's Day. What a gift! And well, that's what I've been doing. It. I love to inspire other women, and I love to empower other women to step out of their comfort zone and know that there is a possibility for you. And as a note, I've been, of course, contacted by many other men where they also get inspired through my words, through my work, to my classes. And it's very, very rewarding to hear that. So thank you, everyone that is there. And I couldn't have done this and achieved this through what I call now the Thrive Lifestyle Formula. This is after my yoga teacher training. And this is how I transform my life. And this is how I have based and inspired all the programs in Thrive Lotus. And the mind, body, spirit alignment is what it's really, really, really going to make us move out of that survival mode to the thriving mode and thriving lifestyle. So AI, we spoke about the disruption and we spoke about the challenges, but we need to acknowledge the opportunity. AI is here. It's not going away. I shared with you that I already published 2 books. One I did it at the beginning of last year, which was in April. And the second one, I felt the need to do it in November. First, I never thought I was going to write a book. Then I wrote 2. But why did I do that? It's because when I started studying AI, which was in the middle of 2024, and then finding all these connections and being part of this network, then I learn and discover a lot of the opportunity that AI brings, start seeing where it's applied. And there's no best timing for you to grow and get that support. I went so deep and I love this so much that I created my own clone. I created my Thrive AI coach that is available 24/7 for wellness and leadership. It's burnout proof. She's there 24/7, 3 a.m. when you need it, when you're about to burst in tears because one meeting didn't go well. AI is here to amplify who we are, the goods and the bads. So Thrive is an AI artificial intelligence model trained on Thrive Lotus methodologies, which includes my yoga philosophy and my framework, that I designed to help you reach those skills, get to that thriving mode, out of survival mode that has taken me a long time to get, lots of tears, and compromise my health and everything. So there is no better time than now. And the opportunity is there. I want to share some of the women that have worked with me. And in this case, Tatiana Franco, in one of our first coaching sessions, she was sharing that, always you prioritize your kids, you have your dreams, but life gets busy and family, husband, and all those challenges. And we spoke about balancing that. Since the first session, she experienced a change in mindset. This is the power of coaching. This is the power of mentoring. And this is the power that you get when you get someone to help you step out of and map out what you are doing. And someone that has walked that path before you, it's just very supportive. So in this case, that's what Tati has shared, that she had a massive mindset shift. So I just wanted to introduce you to her because she realized that she was more than just a mom and that she was more than just whatever she thought she was, right? She opened her eyes and her wings. Um, I would also mention the return on investment on leadership programs. This is of course based on data, research, reports, and there is a strong return on investment and documentation on when you invest not only in yourself but in leadership programs. The return that you get is incredible, and you can find financial, you can find contentment. There is many ways you can measure a return on investment, but what the top firms and organizations and in the industry say is companies, this is a story from McKinsey, companies with more women in leadership are 25% more likely to outperform their peers, showing business benefits of diverse leadership. 25% more likely to outperform others. And you know what's the C? What is the executive presence of female just in Australia? It's around not even 30%. Another study from Gartner reflected that leaders that complete structured development programs have higher promotion rates. They reach 30% faster career advancement in digital leadership than others. And we spoke about AI disruption, and we're speaking about how life and work is changing and job descriptions and responsibilities and tasks. But the World Economic Forum predicts, well, this was for 2025, but by 2030, there is going to be total new skills that you need to not only keep your job, but to actually, perform at work. It's essential. It's going to be needed. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to survive in your job. And then you need that reskilling skills on AI, automation, fluency. So it's very, very important that you are always keeping your learning. So I just wanted to share this because there is a lot of questions about, but what am I going to get? And is it like worth it? And so this is the reason why, and this is not me saying, it's just data. This is why there is many coaches around the world. There is why there is many programs, development programs from the different organizations and companies. But it is always beneficial, right? And there are other benefits when you have different leadership training. And when we were talking about emotional intelligence, that's a skill you get for life. And you become an emotional intelligence mother. If you become an emotional intelligence wife, you become an emotional intelligence leader. Like it's applied, it's across. So that is just by developing that skill, you're going to change your life completely at home and at work. So this is a big leap that I'm talking about. Transformation is a big leap. What I have built in Thrive Lotus and the traits and the skill framework that I have developed for the Thrive Forward program are unique. They are specifically for women. They are specifically with the AI era. And with what the most wellness inspired priority. So, future fit leadership traits. I have the blueprint of the 8 key leadership traits that I believe are essential for thriving in this rapid changing world. In my first book, I listed 20 skills that are required for people, anyone, but for women in this case, to really succeed and upgrade that level of leadership. And all is being built in purpose to thrive without burnout, to have that balanced lifestyle without burnout. And now with the wonderful opportunity with AI, leveraging it is easier than ever before. So the Thrive Forward program is a program that is going to help you to upskill. It's your roadmap. It's a structured curriculum that is going to help you build from the foundation that you need in those traits and those skills through mastery. Please keep coming the questions if you need in the comments. So there is the need for a total leadership upgrade. We spoke about the burnout, terrific rates, how female leadership is not at a place that it should be, and the challenges that we as women uniquely face. There is a strong need for a system upgrade. And I have given the pre-training sessions. That system upgrade includes the resilient spirit, which was the first training session, the burnout-proof body, on how you can manage your energy, so you always know what to do and how to invest not only your time but your energy. And the last session, training session, we spoke about purpose and ethical leadership as well. And the last session was about integrating that focus concentration so you are strategic. So those are the three, let's say, just the beginning of the journey, and are part of this total leadership upgrade that we all need to thrive. As a quick snapshot, and for what we have done in the framework and in the classes, I have covered the 8 traits that I believe a future fit leader needs. The first one is futuristic mindset. The second one, and we spoke about that a little bit in length, is the emotional intelligence. The third trait that I believe is adaptability and resilience. And the next one is AI fluency and tech confidence. Then wellness-driven leadership. In one of the training sessions that I have given you as well, include the definition of what wellness-driven leadership is. So it's just basically you prioritize your well-being, and then that way you inspire others to do the same. Then we talked about ethical and values-based decision making. This is part of the resilient spirit. With AI, we face different challenges. And as I said, AI amplifies who you are. And when we develop the systems and the tools and automations and workflows and everything that we do, well, that is very challenged by bias that we as humans are putting into the training models without realizing. So being more grounded to your values and being able to make ethical decisions so you can oversee and use AI ethically without minimizing the risk. I cannot say with no risk, but minimizing that risk is very important, a skill that you need to have. You cannot trust AI blindly. Then we talk about the other trait that I believe it's important. It's cultural and system awareness. Self-awareness is also a skill that probably the top leaders and certainly all the people I work with, I work for, and I admire and I observe, and you make the reflection on your own as well, is that when you are aware of yourself, it's easier for you to see awareness in others. So cultural and systems awareness is also very critical. We live in a 24/7, no geography restriction, digital and remote work. That is very important that you learn how to manage those differences. how to work in these teams, how to leave team members that are remote, and how to be effective and still delivering the results. And last but not least, with authenticity and purpose. Finding your purpose, and we can go into a very long conversation, is that do you find your purpose or your purpose finds you? Whatever you believe, or in whatever in your path, the path that you are, purpose is completely linked to authenticity, because it's who you are, who you value, what do you want to achieve, what are your bigger dreams. And it's very important because there is a connection between purpose and motivation. So if you don't have a purpose, you just won't do things. And motivation is external. So when you and then we need something internal, which is self-discipline, to use that when motivation goes down, because we are not always 100% ready and motivated to do everything. So we cover a little bit of that in the burnout-proof body class and session. But in summary, these are the 8 traits that future fit leaders need. Do a quick self-assessment. Do you have that futurist mindset? Are you ahead of what's happening? Are you up to speed with the trends in leadership, in well-being, in whatever topic you are passionate about, in wellness, in my case? With all the wearables and how the work-life balance index in Japan, for example, is very challenging. Are you emotional intelligent? Do you want to boost your emotional intelligence? Are you adaptable? When change happens, do you go, okay, accept change and move on and go with it? Or do you fight it? Are you resilient? Do you keep yourself? Do you keep your Zen mode when things go wrong? Do you have the AI fluency to talk about AI, to use AI effectively every day, to lead a team that is using AI tools? Are you inspiring them? Are you embracing it? Are you collaborating with it? Are you working with it, not rejecting it or ignoring it? Do you prioritize your well-being and yourself and your health and your sleep, your team's well-being, psychological safety, productivity before? Do you put that as first? Do you make decisions in a value-based matrix, let's say? Are you aware of what's going on in your organization, in the world, culturally, or in the systems that you consistently live? Are you authentic? Do you have a purpose? So these are the 8 traits that I truly believe that are required for the future fit leader. The yoga framework, or the Thrive Lotus way for a thriving AI leader. I explain about the Thrive Lifestyle formula, mind, body, spirit, plus AI, because that's the era we're in, and we need to embrace it and maximize the opportunity that we have. We are in a unique opportunity where we can leverage it and transform our lives. And this was, again, given in the pre-recorded sessions. Again, if you want them, please just send me a message and I make sure you receive them. So we focus at the beginning on ethical integrity and self-mastery. We spoke about the external and your purpose and ethical decision-making. Then we talked about self-discipline and what happens with you, that self-awareness. We discussed that in a little bit of length in that first training session. Then we talked about operational presence, energy management, and we covered digital discernment, which is, remember, putting your wellness rituals and everything that you need so you can allocate and manage not your time, but your energy effectively. Then in the last training session was about the strategic focus, the concentration, and how you can practice and include that strategic and focus your time in what truly matters once you gain hours a week by using and leveraging AI, setting your priorities, going after your goals. We have designed your new operating system, your new OS, as I like to call it, your new operating system. That includes your life, your goals, your priorities, your health, and your future skills. And well, today I'm just doing a quick recap, and I'm talking about how we're going to integrate all that together as a unified impact. Once you go over all that framework and you apply and consistently live and practice, develop those habits, there is no other way than sustainable success without burnout, happiness, and fulfillment. That's what it's expecting you at the end of this path. In the framework and in the blueprint, and I shared this, again, if you don't have it, please feel free to DM me and I'll send it to you. It's the AI integration model. As a experienced senior leader and working with many leaders around the world, men and female, but I have found that there is there is 6 specific set of, let's say, areas that we can use to and integrate AI with to be more effective, win that productivity time, and achieve the career that we desire without compromising our well-being, right? So the 6 areas that I have found that we can use and leverage and integrate AI in our day-to-day work is: number 1, communication and influence. There are so many tools out there, and usually organizations provide you with a basic Copilot license if you are a Microsoft house or if you are a Google workspace. Communication and influence has always been a challenge for me personally, especially communication. I am in Australia. English is not my first language. I struggle all the time with grammar, with commas, with the spelling, and that damages my brand. That damages my presence. So when AI comes, and I'm not talking about only Grammarly or whatever autocorrection, to actually help me to structure an email or have a flow that makes sense and does not use so many long words, it's unbelievable. So communication and influence, and as we said at the beginning in the survey, communication is a skill that women want to learn and develop. AI is here to help you enable it and help you get there faster. You can draft emails, you can respond, you can build your brand. There's many things you can do now with writing and AI and communication. Then the other area that we can leverage and integrate AI in our work is time and energy management. Time and energy management. I'm not talking about productivity, I'm not talking about AI hacks, I'm talking about managing your time and therefore your energy. You need to learn to filter out, and we have seen so many tools and prioritization, but when you align to your goals and to your purpose, you have a clear understanding of what you are going to be doing that day. Managing your time and managing your energy becomes simple. And when you integrate AI to organize your emails, to draft responses, to help you prioritize your task, to block your time to focus on whatever you need to do, and allow your breaks, your lunch, mindful eating, rest, wind down, exercise, energy, relax, meditation, walking, all that integration can be done with AI as well. And this is not, again, only about management your time or having like blocks of 15-minute wellness walk. It's about doing them, integrating it to your day-to-day. Time and energy management is the other area that you can integrate AI in your leadership. Let's move to a personal branding and thought leadership. You can, as I mentioned before, I have the challenge in the communication and everything, but you can also up game, like, you can upload your game in terms of your personal branding, not only within the company, but outside of your company. Personal brand is very important. That's why you see so many influencers and that, but you can now build it within your company and outside of your company. And AI can help you do that. There is tools that can help you automate your posts. There is tools that you can even just give the ideas and it will just write a post. Very careful, because sometimes you just find AI generated stuff, but this is not to replace what you're doing. It's to help you be more effective, do more in a smart way, so you free up your time to do other stuff that you want to do as well, that usually in the past will lead you to burnout or just to drop the ball. I have a question. When was the last time you made a post that is a professional for your personal brand, a professional brand? And when was the last time you automated a workflow and that is put you there? How many presentations have you done as part of your thought leadership? Well, if you want to grow and become that leader and become that presence, you are able to do this now with AI. I wrote my 2 books with my very basic fluent English. Wouldn't have been able to do it without a support from a coach, of course. You know who you are. And learning AI, image generation, context simplification. I even have put my podcast generated with AI. The next area where you can integrate AI in your life and at work is AI fluency and innovation. And this is probably the quick win that everyone thinks that it's what it entails. Automating workflows, do less with more. But again, studies have shown and results have shown that you can keep doing more, or by not knowing how you prompt, how you rewrite your content, how do you rewrite your emails, you are ending up working more with AI than without it. You will be probably done if you had it done by yourself than with AI assistance. So very important skill to develop, very important area you can use to innovate and use. When you are in your meetings, are you using it to do your recaps, to do your minutes, to do brainstorming? This is all the areas that you can actually use AI to help you reduce that. I don't want to say only workload, but in the last class, in the last session, training session, we spoke about cognitive load and brain bandwidth. AI can help you to offload that cognitive load. Let it manage it for you. I'm going to give you a quick example. Thank you very much for everyone that responded the survey. I got an extra of all the answers. put it on my Excel, summarize my insight. What are the key takeaways? What should I mention in my upcoming masterclass? And I know that all the data and statistics and everything that I've learned and listened and lived confirms the data that I get from the survey and from the people. It could have probably taken me, I don't know how many hours to read and to do everything and take notes, calculate, do stuff. Analyzing and data, it's very useful. So that's a way you can integrate AI with the correct fluency and the correct prompting. Now, let's move on to the other area that you can integrate AI. As I shared before, and it's this important skill, emotional intelligence and leadership coaching. Wow, wow, wow. As a leader, and I love Sinex's work, and he says many things like with purpose, find your why. But he has this one about Leaders Eat Last, his book on Leaders Eat Last, because you are responsible for everyone else before yourself. And you need to be emotionally intelligent to support them to whatever they are going through. Plus, you need to be able to coach them. I am a very passionate person about development. I'm obsessed with learning, and I'm obsessed with career growth, and I'm obsessed with success. And I'm like, and it kills my heart when I see organizations investing money in development programs, when investing in frameworks that are going to help the employee guide their path for their career, and that the leaders are responsible for supporting them, for empowering them, and they just, because they are doing the day-to-day stuff, they don't have time for that strategic work. That kills me. Every time I manage people, my top one priority is their development plan. What you're going to learn, how are you going to use this new skill, and how are you going to progress. In every single one-on-one meeting I have, we have to ensure that it's covered. And it's very hard when you don't have the organization skills, when you are not disciplined to take notes, when life just gets in the middle. AI can absolutely help you do this. It can also help you to draft the questions that you need for the coaching session when you are working in your one-on-ones. It can help you to write that empathetic, emotional, intelligent feedback. There is a say that I say people won't forget your name. People will forget your name, your title, that people will never forget how you make them feel. When we provide feedback as a leader, we need to be kind. We need to be respectful. We need to be empathetic. And I still see that feedback is not given like that. And what it does to the employees, morale and motivation, is devastating. So AI can help you with that, which is, again, fantastic. Leverage it. Analyze your gaps and see where you can use AI to complement and to support what you do not know. And the last but not least, the other area that you can integrate AI in your leadership is strategic planning and decision making. Again, it is not only about putting your block of times to do a strategic work and focus time. No, it is actually to help you summarize all that complexity, help you with your strategic meetings, help you with your reviews, helping you with your performance reports. Thank you, Hannah. Yes, so true. Summarizing your report, summarizing your meetings, providing the minutes, preparing for your team, helping you with workshops. it is a lot of use cases in strategic planning and decision making. So generating SWOT analysis, I mean, the list can go on. This area is basically probably where we almost drag behind or fall behind, because we have to do all the rest that it's just very little time for strategic work. So liberating those hours a day, minutes a day and hours a week, can help you boost that piece. If you don't have time to be strategic, AI and the integration model from Thrive Lotus is going to help you get there. Now, I mentioned before that I wrote to 20 skills about that are needed for the AI era. Technical skills, people leadership skills, personal development skills, and wellness leadership skills, because I'm a obsessed wellness person. So I started, for example, doing these assessments, like, a self-assessment with Tick. Yeah, rank yourself from 1 to 5, and then let's see which skill you need to develop, and then we'll work through the coaching and the program to work on that. But now I have a beautiful tool that it's an assessment. You just respond. It gives you where your strengths are and gives you recommendations, and it's available for you if you want it. So please, again, it's in my feature section in my LinkedIn profile, but if not, just feel free to DM me and I will send you the link so you can download it and take the test and get the results immediately. You get the results immediately. And it will also give you insights and a quick action in every single area of those 4 buckets that you need to develop those skills. So what has the Thrive Lifestyle formula, what did that formula do to me? It improved my quality of sleep. It alleviated my stress and encouraged me really, really to live a balanced lifestyle. I increased my deep desire on becoming an emotional, intelligent person, enhanced my empathetic leadership, and strengthened my team's trust. We as women struggle a lot with building that trust and build that credibility in front of our direct reports. Sometimes when they are from different backgrounds, cultural, it's just very, very challenging. So that's what I gained. It absolutely helped me to achieve my work-life balance, foster my professional and personal relationships. I have enjoyed the teenagers age of my kids. This was their area where I was more afraid of raising them, because I was terrified how that was gonna go. And thanks to the emotional intelligent person that I am, I have enjoyed that season in their journeys, in their lives, and that made a big difference in my life. And I will love, if you want to learn it, I will totally be happy to share it with you. As I share, I was always been an obsessive learning, but one thing is to learn it and apply it and remembering it, and sometimes, but other one is like to really, really have that mindset. And the Thrive Lifestyle formula definitely helped me have my purpose-driven lifestyle. And in leadership and at home, do I do this? It comes from my heart. It comes from my values. Is this what I want to be remembered by? Is this my legacy? Is this what I want to do with my life? Is this how I want to be with my team? Is this what I want to show up and give to the world? So happy and so fulfilled with everything I do every day. And the Thrive Lifestyle formula also has incorporated mindfulness and resilience for high performance and promoting clarity and as I share, a stronger sense of purpose. So this is everything that the Thrive Lifestyle formula has done for me. And I hope that it will do for you. Just sharing some of the feedback of people that have fortunate to cross paths with. As I mentioned, around the world, I have given connections and chats in US, Latin America, here in my beautiful Australia, soon to have in face-to-face event in Sydney. And here is another gorgeous women that I have worked with. Thank you, Pallavi. She is a business owner. We cross paths, and she was going through a challenging time, also business owner, relocating countries and, partner, everything. And you can imagine the levels of stress, right, that you can have in that situation. So we worked together, and she was so blown away with the wellness wheel. That it's also another self-assessment that, if you want, it's also in my feature section in my LinkedIn profile, that again gives you in a second where you are on balance. And she was very happy. We could invest a lot of our time in clarifying her goals, finding what she wanted to do, what the orders were, without compromising their well-being, without compromising her business, without compromising her relationship with her partner. Like, it was really, really, really nice to work with her, and the change that she had was also very outstanding. So yeah, she was very happy, and this is also another story that I can share with you, but very proudly she impacted her life through the coaching. So what's your story here? What is your story? Where are you at? And this is the invitation, right? The reflection. I share with you today that my goal for you today was that you could learn and see what's possible, that you could feel confident that AI can give you a path for sustainable success. You can integrate your well-being. So my question for you right now is, what is holding you back? What are you waiting for? Is it the lack of support, the lack of mentor, the lack of guidance? Is it the lack of practical tools, overwhelm of information and data out there? Is it your caregiving responsibilities or expectations? Not responsibilities, more expectations than responsibilities, because you are responsible. The expectation is what you put in there. Is it AI overwhelm? Is it your perfectionism and guilt? Is it your lack of energy and motivation? Is it the lack of clarity in your goals or lack of direction? Think about that. What is holding you back from thriving and moving from that survival mode? So here's the good news, right? Of course, I had to give you good news. It's not all burnout and sadness and stress. I'm very, very happy to introduce you to my new Thrive Forward program, leadership program, development program, where we are going to work and support that mindset change. We are going to work on those leadership skills you are craving for. You're going to find the motivation and the self-discipline that you need to keep going, to start, to conclude your journey. You're going to have the tools that are going to be able to help you to thrive, not just survive. You're going to have a community that is going to be there to support you. You're going to have AI-powered 24/7 support. Of course, I cannot have a program without AI support, so you are going to have Thrivey AI coach. It's going to be, of course, flexible, because you have the flexibility because you are a busy woman, you are, with so many responsibilities. So yeah, Hannah, totally you understand and sympathize and agree with lack of support, mentor guidance, and lack of clarity in your goals and direction. That's a big one. And that's actually the great comment, Hina, because that's the first thing we work on the Thrive Forward program. And my invitation to you now is going to be to book a call with me where we're going to go on that goals clarity, because that's absolutely what's clouding our path and our decisions and taking action in the right, correct, right? Now, all this is going to give you a transformation. This is a transformational program. This is not easy. As I said, you got to be committed. And because change takes time and it's hard and has growing pains. It's challenging. So what will you experience inside the Thrive Forward program? As Hina is saying, yeah, clarity and direction. Yes, guidance. So we're going to have clarity and alignment. We're going to build that trust and capability, and then you're going to see your results and growth. That's the path, right? That's how we're going to deliver lasting change. So what you will experience inside Thrive Forward program, leadership program. Number one, lead with confidence and clarity. Clarity is very important, and you cannot have it when you are overwhelmed with data, with task, with stress. You cannot make decisions. So you are going to be able to make decisions without hesitation and lead with confidence and clarity. Within the Thrive Forward program, you are going to reclaim your time and energy. When you are start integrating AI in your workflows, in your day-to-day life, you can save as many hours as you want. I have seen improvements 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 9 hours. There is a study that says even to 12 hours a week you can gain by implementing AI in your workflows. So that's, if there is a ceiling, that's the ceiling. We are going to be able to future-proof your career because you're going to be able to master those 8 future fit leader traits. You are going to be able to integrate AI without stress. We spoke about the AI integration model, so you're going to be able to achieve all that. You're going to then live a fulfilled and balanced life. You're going to be getting home energized. You're going to feel authentic. You're going to make decisions based on your purpose. You're going to be able to be the best version for yourself as a team and your best version of yourself at home with your family. And basically, we want you to lead unapologetically, right? Embrace your authentic leadership. Don't try to fit the mold. Be yourself with well-being and purpose. So basically, what we're going to work with all this framework I share with you, the traits, the framework, the Thrive Lifestyle Formula, the model. So when we integrate all that, we are going to develop your own new operating system, the OS, famous OS that I share with you. You're going to be able to have those skills and readiness. And all of this is going to help you, this yoginess, as I like to call it, your yogi. You are going to develop your yogitude until you're in front of your challenges for authentic fulfillment and calm influence. So it is a transformation at your own speed because it will really depend on how much I understand that life is in the middle, and this is not for overwhelming you. This is to help you get out of that overwhelm, not to overwhelm you. So as I said before, leadership takes time. And the program is designed for making that transformational change. This is not a course. This is a whole program. So, and with also, after the program finishes, you are able to have optional continued support so you can keep growing and mastering, because life, it's not easy, right? So this is what you will find in the Thrive Forward program. And so we have like our learning modules, we have our leader life balance assessment, our leadership skill assessments. Why are those important and are ongoing? Because you're going to be able to track how you are improving, the changes you are making. We have group coaching and accountability. We have a special community that is going to be there for you and support you. You will have 24-hour access to Thrivey AI Coach, and we also have included a one-on-one coaching session. Look, I've done a lot of programs. And my best recommendation is group coaching is great. I love group coaching. But there is no comparison to one-on-one coaching. When you are integrating and combining both, it's just amazing. Because it's specific to you, right? It's about your specific goal, your specific challenge. So that allows me to be very, very direct and specific to your specific challenge, and then keep an eye on that and the support that you need for that, right? So we have all the tools, all the resources, so everything is part of your leadership Thrive Forward leadership program. And well, remember I mentioned to you I was giving you a gift, more gifts, right? Because all these tools are already available for you. You have now the gift of coming to booking your thriving session with me, so we can have that clarity on your goals. And if the Thrive Forward commitment program is something that will work for you. And last but not least is that because you are here today, because I want your 2026 to be the best year ever and your transformational year. If you book your call and you enroll by the end of this month, I'm going to give you a future article or interview in the Australia Artificial Intelligence business page with almost 6,000 followers of AI leaders around the world. Let's build that thought leadership. Then I'm going to also gift you 6 months of the membership where we're going to keep talking, we're going to have community support, and you're going to keep accessing monthly master classes. And you are going to have a unique scholarship just because you are here today. So those are my 3 more gifts that I can give you. And I really, really wish you can take the opportunity for this. I do have 3 asks though. The first one is you have to be very serious and wanting to transform your life and your leadership. You really want to pursue that personal growth and self-improvement, and you really need to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. Thank you both. Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you, Hina. So you need to, that's my only things I'm going to ask you, because I don't know how many of you know, but I only have very limited spots available. I can only take 5 for you in the program, and happy to share that I already have 1. So why? Because I mentioned it's personalized, and the other thing is that I'm still a senior leader in a job, so we need to be mindful of that. So it's important that we can balance that. And serious, this is my clear example how you can do everything you want to do. And please take your time going through my LinkedIn profile, see what people say about working with me. I have shared with you 2 names and 2 people that has worked with me. And you just need to take action, make the decision that this is going to be your year. So now I ask you, what would you do if you weren't afraid? Cheryl says, go do it. Do it regardless the fear. Okay, so for that, if you are ready, thank you for your comments. And I have the QR code here if you want to book your call. If you are ready for sustainable leadership, no burnout, win those 5 to 10 hours a week, and feel your authentic self, live a thriving and fulfilling life, please, let's talk and let's see if this feels aligned to you. I'm going to hold in here if you have any more questions. I'm available for questions. Thank you, everyone that joined. And if you want the trainings, the pre-training sessions, the blueprint, just send me a direct message and I'll happily share them with you. Happy Thursday. No more questions. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop our live stream right here. I wish you a very productive and successful 2026, and I can't wait to meet you in the other side of your own self. Thank you. Hina, can you organize a call and we can discuss details? Yes. Just go to thrivelotus.com.au/thrive-forward, click apply, and you're just going to get a questionnaire there and we can talk about it in detail. Thank you for your question. All right. Have a lovely afternoon, evening, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.